Hello and welcome, I'm Mihir Trivedi and it's time to up your entertainment quotient. On the show today, we have an interview with Hollywood filmmaker Jack Sholder, screenwriter Joshua Russell and author Jillian Haslam, who spent her early years in the slums of Kolkata. The trio come together for a feature film based on Jillian's life and wish to cast an A-list actress from Hollywood for this biopic. My colleague Rituraj Sharma spoke to the team to get us more. Take a look.
So I've got the team of very promising film with me right now. The film is in scripting stage. I've got director Jack with me, writer Josh, and of course the film is based on Jill, so she's here with me as well. I'll begin by asking you, Jill. You know, we read the book based on your life. Those tough years, early years in Calcutta, the years that you spent in the city, what was that one thing which kept you going? What was that one thing you told yourself that, nothing to worry about, life will be better?
I think the one thing that kept me going was my mission or my passion to come back and give back to the city that saved our lives. The poorest of the poor saved our lives, and that has been my mission to date.
Jack, when was the first time you heard about her story? When was the first time you met her?
Well, I first heard about the story about two and a half years ago when I was contacted by the producer to see if I was interested in doing the film. And then I read the story and I said, this is an incredible story. It's, it's like unbelievable story. And so I said, yeah, I want to do it.
You've directed popular horror films in the past. This subject is nothing like what you've done in the past.
Exactly.
So, that's a huge departure. How did you convince yourself that this is what you want to do now?
Well, I actually never wanted to make horror films.
Right.
What happened was I wanted to make films, and opportunity came to direct a horror film because they were very popular at that time. And so I said, okay. So I basically wanted to make art films.
Right.
So I made a horror film that was really an art film in disguise. So it didn't make a lot of money like most art films did. And then I got an opportunity. The same company hired me to do Elm Street 2, which initially I didn't want to do it. I said, I don't want to do another horror film. I don't want to do a sequel to a horror film. Yeah. And then a friend of mine said, you're an idiot. It's going to make a lot of money and you'll have a career as a film director. And so he was right. So I made the film. It made a lot of money. And the next thing I knew, I was directing films for the next 20 years in Hollywood.
As a writer, I assume that the struggle is that, when you've got a human being who's lived a life for, so many years, so many decades, how do you make sure that you fit like the best parts in a motion film, which is, let's say, about for 2 hours? How do you decide what do you want and what you don't want to take in?
That's a great question, and I think that's the purpose of this trip, is to figure that out, There's so much in the book, and the book seems so amazing, but what's really fantastic is that when we've come here, every stone that we've turned up and looked underneath, we found another amazing sequence, another amazing person, something. So it's a very rich story. I think it really boils down to finding a way to honor Jillian's story and honor the nonfiction version of Jillian's story while making it something that's dramatic that an audience will be excited by. So,
which was the last Hindi film that you guys saw? Which are the actors or directors, filmmakers that you follow or that you would perhaps love to collaborate with someday, starting with you?
Oh man, it's been a really long time. I'm embarrassed to say. So I don't know. The last film that I saw that was based in India was Lion, of course. So it's been. I haven't seen anything for probably about 10 or 12 years. So I don't know. Probably not. Yeah.
Not a Bollywood film.
Oh, right.
When I was making a film at Remaji Film City in Hyderabad, right. I watched a few. There are a whole different style of filmmaking and a whole different style of acting that's not really to my taste.
Yeah.
But they're a lot of fun. I mean, I look at them and I say, boy, these are really talented people. They're really great filmmakers. There's a lot of great stuff, and I think it's getting much more interesting.
James, what about you? Any recent Hindi film you watched? Any actors or filmmakers that you're fond of?
Yeah, of course, I love The Best Marigold Hotel. I love that. I really like Dave Patel. I think he's incredible.
Yes.
I loved Lion. I don't think I watch Bollywood movies, if you know what I mean, like Dancing Around the Trees and stuff. I think that's not really me. But I do watch the indie movies more, I'm constantly watching all the new releases. Yeah, I love them.
there's been some speculation on the casting. So do you want to give us some names? Do you want to tell our viewers that who are you looking at?
Well, we're looking at people like Kate Winslet, some really good English actors. I mean, part of the story takes place when Jillian is a young child. So, part of the challenge is going to be to find a great 6-year-old actor and a great 12-year-old actor.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, and I really look forward to the movie when it's out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you. We're looking forward to it as well.
Alright then, that's a wrap. Do join us tomorrow, same time, same place, for all your latest T-Buzz.